still a factor on this fall afternoon, but no rain in the forecast. That's the good news as you look inside Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. On the Texans sideline, head coach D'Amico Ryans. His guys a perfect 2-0 to start the year. Then on the other side, you've got Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen. His guys not quite as hot to start the year. 0-2 heading into this one. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
They'll run with Etienne. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Move those chains. That's good for a Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Now Lawrence to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Texans will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback. Stroud off the play fake. They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. This is Joe Mixon. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43.
Taken down at the 43.
The numbers for Mixon last week, 16 carries, 111 for yards, and a touchdown.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, That man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
Back to Mixon on second down. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
A
fresh 7 downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
First down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Second down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
First down, Houston.
Again, it's Mixon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 40 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now first and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
Leads to second and goal at the 11-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Third and goal, Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On the counter, ETN. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They lost 4 there, and it's third down. Well, this defense for the Texans, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Jaguars.
A give to ETN running right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now a second and 10.
Second down at the 40-yard line.
Another tote. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Here's Lawrence to throw. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken at the 23. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
First down, Texans.
They'll go play action here with Stroud. That one complete. It's tanked down. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 14. And the Texans, first down.
Here goes Stroud again. That's tough, but he still makes the adjustment. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Houston.
After one, 7-0, on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the bootleg, Stroud. That's complete. It's Collins. Here's 2nd and 10.
Complete to Nico Collins. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd down.
Again, it's Stroud.
Jaguars 19-yard line.
This goes out wide from Mixon. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Stroud looking to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Take down. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Lawrence. Throw right side, pulled in by Hunter. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
The 30-yard line.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Lawrence will throw. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD. Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play, and they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular one it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. They're still in the first half.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they...
Lawrence hit and the ball is free.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for the Jaguars.
Straight ahead, ETN. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brought down at the 48-yard
Well done to
line.
sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This will be caught by Brown. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
Now
3.
Lawrence. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
For another Jaguars.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. ETN up the middle. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. And they'll go again with ETN. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Those chains. That's good for another Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 26.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll get that underneath to ETN. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down.
And 3 at the 19-yard line.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Over the middle, it's Thomas. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd down at the 4-yard line.
me. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne from 6 yards away. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
And you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
It's third down.
Stroud to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's Tommy Townsend on the punt.
For the Texans.
Fielded at about the 28. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Back out is the Jacksonville offense, and Trevor Lawrence. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. Got him in, it's Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt.
A 3-yard pickup.
2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. At their 49-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. Now hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's Lawrence to throw. Etienne bringing in another one. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19.
12 yards.
Lawrence going to throw again. Flushed out right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
A 31-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Halftime coming up. Let's get you downstate an hour or two to Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. Got his man, Dell. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Texans.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Again, it's Mixon. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Delson in motion. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Foye Oluokun finding his way to the ball for a stop, a tackle for loss.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Mix it up the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Stroud keeps it. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Play action. Stroud now. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense and Trevor Lawrence getting set for this next drive. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Lawrence hit him, the ball is free. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big...
And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Henry Toto in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. The pressure gets to him again. Henry Toto drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Shifts past him at the 45. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon set to take over once more. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. No matter what the defense throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Texans.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Stroud. That is caught by Dell. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Mixon going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. 2nd and goal from the 1. Mixon again. And this time he is in for a Houston touchdown.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Jaguars 10.
Scotty, thank you as always. Well, likely 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brings up third down.
Lawrence on the sneak. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll try the left side with ETN. They'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At their 40.
Lawrence. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trailed big here to begin quarter number 4. The toss play to Mixon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Stroud. This one left side caught by Collins. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now ETN to start the drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 3rd down and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Lawrence will throw. It fights him off. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Is a turnover on downs.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Texans ball carrier. Foya Sade-Aluakin on the tackle. A gain of 4.
Stroud off the play fake.
The 22-yard line.
To the right side and caught by Dell.
Complete to Tank Dell. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Stroud sets up the play action. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Jordan. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
Number 9, Brevin Jordan. A gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. So this has been a pretty strong start to the year for him on the ground, CD. It's just week 3. That's already 5 rushing touchdowns.
And you know he's got big grins on their faces besides the rest of the team. The strength and conditioning program, because he was awfully dedicated to what they put in front of him to get ready for this year. Got himself into terrific shape, and he's dominated here early on.
For Houston.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
To De'Ami Brown. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Lawrence.
29-yard line.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Draw play, ETN. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world up to the challenge.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 129 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a really nice play, being able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
He filled the gap nicely. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. That is Joshua Hines-Allen working his way in for the sack. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
to put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Stroud looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Delay of game, offense.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. Pressure comes and down he goes. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to him.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He completes it to Hunter. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
12 more yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Houston, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, The early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.